It's Sunday, July 27th, 2014, and I'm Jim Sullivan with your NeoWeather.com video forecast. As of 11, it's pretty quiet here in northeastern Ohio. There's a nice complex of storms riding down along the Ohio River, and some of those have been severe at times with some large hail. And there's a few pretty more good storms going up right now in east central Indiana. Those are going to slide off to the east-southeast. They may graze places from Mansfield to Dover through the afternoon, and then you can see all these other clouds starting to look puffy here across parts of northwest Ohio, northern Indiana into Michigan, and even some radar echoes starting to show up. Those are likely going to be more storms that are going to gradually fire as we head into the afternoon. Right now it's humid, but not too hot. Temperatures generally in the mid to upper 70s, low 80s in Elyria, with dew points near 70. Taking a look across the entire country now, the majority of the action, if you will, is in the Great Lakes, Ohio Valley into the Mid-Atlantic and Northeast today. There's a large low-pressure system dropping into the Great Lakes that's going to bring unseasonably cool air to start the work week for most of the eastern United States, and you can see those clusters of storms ahead of the low-pressure system. The west is fairly quiet, although there are a few monsoonal-type thunderstorms across the desert southwest. So for Cleveland, here's what the forecast looks like. Storms are going to develop as we head into the afternoon. They're going to be scattered, and some of them are definitely going to be severe. Temperatures warming into the low to perhaps mid-80s, and it'll be humid. Tonight, we see the evening storms probably pull out, but then lake-enhanced rain showers and perhaps some thunder will redevelop later in the night, lows getting down into the low to mid-60s. All right, looking at how these storms may play out per one of our forecast computer models. First of all, none of our models are correctly handling the thunderstorms that are currently going on over Indiana and into Kentucky. Right now, none of them really show the storms over Indiana that are fired up and pretty strong. Either way, though, most models do develop numerous storms across the state. You can see there's a bunch of things going on. We have the storms to our south, storms developing to our north. We have the cold front moving in with this wind shift to our west, and we have little wind shifts all over Ohio. Any of those things could be something that triggers some storms later, so I expect a bunch of storms to form by mid to late afternoon, and you can see the winds are a little bit chaotic here, which may indicate a modest tornado threat here across most of the state. Although the best threat might be down here in parts of Kentucky into West Virginia, although a few tornadoes definitely can't be ruled out in parts of Ohio. And with all the different triggers for potential thunderstorm development, it wouldn't be impossible if some areas saw maybe 2 rounds, maybe even 3 rounds of storms through the evening. Now, as we head towards mid to late evening, this is 10 o'clock, the front will be through, so storms are going to clear by 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, give or take. So you will be able to go to bed without worrying about the severe threat. However, cooler air is going to start spilling in over the relatively warm waters of Lake Erie, so lake-enhanced rain showers and thunder could start developing after midnight. So here's the graphical breakdown of where the severe weather threat will be today. Anyone in Ohio has a chance of seeing a severe thunderstorm, at least a low risk. We have a medium risk for much of the southern and eastern portions of the state, all the way back to Columbus and Mansfield. This is the area where the winds aloft are the strongest, where storms are definitely expected to fire. This is the best area for large hail, damaging winds, and maybe a few tornadoes. Again, anyone else could see the storms. You saw the model I just showed you. Storms could blow up all over the place. But that medium risk area is the best chance for more widespread severe weather. Elsewhere, it might be a little spottier, especially across our lakeshore counties. Stay tuned. And here's a threat breakdown for today. Again, with the strong winds aloft, we're probably going to see some supercell thunderstorms today, which means an increased risk for large hail. And the tornado threat isn't extreme, but it's definitely elevated across a good portion of the state, including much of northeastern Ohio. So we bump that into the medium category. The storms may eventually organize into squall lines, which increases the damaging wind risk, so we have a medium risk for that. Flooding could actually be a legitimate concern if we get those multiple rounds of storms, because we saw some decent rains last night. And in the snow belt, they could add an additional half-inch to inch of lake-enhanced rain late tonight into tomorrow morning, so there could definitely be some flooding problems throughout the area late today and through tonight. So, picking our forecast computer model back up at around midnight tonight, You're going to see occasional showers, maybe some thunder roll across Lake Erie and into northern Ohio. This model, I think, might be underdoing the showers downwind of the lake tonight. It shows some, but I think the showers could be pretty widespread downwind of Lake Erie late tonight into tomorrow morning. And places like Lake Geauga, Ashtabula, perhaps Portage and Trumbull counties could add another half-inch or so of rain, as I just said, which may compound any flooding threats that develop today. Now, as we head through tomorrow afternoon, the coverage of the lake-enhanced rain showers will slowly diminish. We're going to be locked in this north to northwest flow for the next few days, so a few showers could continue rolling in off the lake well through tomorrow night and even into Tuesday, although the steadier lake-enhanced rain will probably end by early tomorrow afternoon. Now, with that said, we're just going to show you the rest of the 7-day now, because after the next couple of days, things get pretty monotonous in the weather department. So again, the severe threat today, just know what to do if a severe thunderstorm or tornado warning is issued for your area. It's not going to be anything we haven't dealt with before. Tonight we really cool off, and then Monday, look at that, high struggling to hit 70 with all those lake-enhanced rain showers around. Tuesday, I can't completely rule out a localized shower downwind of Lake Erie, but it won't be very widespread. Temperatures are going to start warming. Then as we head Wednesday through Saturday, a couple of small disturbances could move through every now and again and stir up just a few showers. It's not going to be a rainy week. It's going to be mainly dry, but a slight chance of rain is there pretty much Tuesday night through Saturday with a lot of dry weather sprinkled in. All right, again, I'm Jim Sullivan. Thanks for watching. Check us out again tomorrow.